Are you getting stuck on how to increase SEO traffic for eStore? I totally get it. I've been in e-commerce for over 6 years, both from working with different e-commerce brands and also building a new e-commerce brand from scratch. Traffic means everything for e-commerce because without traffic, it's almost impossible to get sales. There are lots of different SEO tactics for boosting e-commerce traffic, but in this video, I will share 6 of my favorite quick hacks to immediately boost your eStore SEO traffic. No backlinks, no asking for reviews. You have all the control. If this is also what you want, keep watching. Hey friends, Grace here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I share digital growth tips and strategies to business owners or early digital marketers like you. But before we dive into today's topic, you need to first understand the most important areas to optimize for eStore SEO, because otherwise you may go to a direction that may not worth the efforts. When it comes to e-commerce SEO, there are 2 most important pages that you should focus on. Unfortunately, homepage is not one of them. It's actually your category page and product page. I'm not saying homepage is not important, but if you think about the typical e-commerce site architecture, you always have homepage at the top and then your category page and perhaps subcategory page and then your product pages. And so your category pages is not only where your shoppers spend their time browsing the products, but they're also seated across the entire eStore because of the site navigation. So usually they are where search engines can quickly identify your site structure and also discover more product pages underneath, and so to speed up the whole ranking process. As for the product pages, of course, this is where your visitors can potentially turn into sales. So if you spend your SEO efforts into these 2 areas in the right way, you're almost guaranteed to get more traffic. Now you understand the rationale. Let's jump right in. Hack number 1, identify relevant keywords using competitor keyword research. From my experience, most e-commerce business owners, they just skip the keyword research process and directly group their products or name the category or product using the information that they get from the suppliers or manufacturers. And this is a huge miss of opportunity. Probably you understand the importance of doing keyword research for eStore category or products, but besides a typical keyword research process using different keyword tools, there are 3 ways that you can do it quickly for eStore by just analyzing the market players. Method number 1 is to pick at least 3 top-ranked competitors for your target category keywords. By understanding what keywords they use for the site navigation and to group their products, you get ideas of the keywords that you could also use. Of course, there are lots of reasons that they can rank high. Perhaps they have high authority, they have high traffic, they have lots of backlinks, but usually they also have high content relevance in order to rank high, and this is where you need to optimize for your pages. For example, for the search term sectional silver, you can check the top 3 ranked competitors. And in this case, it's IQ website, so it will land on a sectionals category page, and you can see it has other subcategory page underneath like sectional fabric silvers, sectional leather. And when you click the upper level, you will also see other subcategory page which are also under the big category silvers, like fabric silvers, leather and faux leather silvers, silver bags, etc. So these are actually good keywords idea you can use for your product categorization and site navigation, or just simply to build your keyword ideas pool before you pick your target keyword in the next step. And you can repeat the whole process for other categories under your eStore. For example, if you are also selling dining tables, you can also repeat the same search process on Google. Search for dining tables, identify the top ranked competitors, and see how they are categorizing the dining table with what keywords. Method number 2 is to check on Amazon. Amazon is the world's top #1 online marketplace. I think no one will argue that. You can nearly find any products on the platform. And because of its massive daily traffic and search data, whatever product you're selling on your eStore, I highly encourage you to also check on Amazon to see how it classifies your product in your niche and what product filters are being used to get more keyword ideas. For example, suppose I run a furniture e-commerce business and I am doing keyword research for the silver category. So I can check on Amazon and see how they classify the silver category. So let's select home, garden, pets and tools from the main navigation, then furniture, then living room furniture, then sofas and couches, Now, although Amazon, they don't offer a sub-level of category pages, you can see it has different filters for users to narrow down search results, like comfortable, futon, love seats, sectional, slippers, sofa bags. Then, as I said, you can put these keywords into your keyword ideas pool before you pick your final target keywords. Method number 3 is to use Google image search. Probably you've also experienced that when Google detects you searching for a product with a potential commercial intent, it will automatically show some popular filters at the top to help you narrow down the search results. So you should definitely take advantage of this for your keyword research process, particularly if you're running an e-commerce business. For example, again, let's use sectional sofas and search for images. And then you will see a lot of filters with really good descriptive keywords, not just for the categories, but also your products like modern, leather, U-shaped, modular. So try searching your target category keywords and find potential keyword ideas to be used in your category or subcategory naming. My tip here is don't just directly copy and paste the keywords from your competitors, but also review if those keywords really match with your product portfolio. So once you have all these keyword ideas, use the keyword tools to find the search volume, keyword difficulty, and most importantly, the relevance with your eStore category and products. If you need more results on this, also check out my other video in the description. Now suppose you've identified some good keywords in this action. Let's move on to the next hack. Hack number 2, site navigation. Your e-commerce site navigation is not only where your shoppers browse between categories and find products, but they're also very important for search engines to discover your site structure faster and other interlinked pages. As I mentioned, because they sit at the top on every pages across the entire site, they're often being crawled up by search engine first. So the first opportunity here is to use good keywords for a category in a site navigation and to keep them organized and user-friendly, so you will have a much higher chance for Google to pick up your category links. The second opportunity is to include background. So background is just like a short navigation menu. They not only help shoppers to easily navigate to the upper level pages, but also help search engines to quickly crawl other related category or product pages within your site hierarchy and to help to rank them faster. Let's say we're searching dining tables on Google and it lands on IKEA dining table category page. And now you can see they use a variety of descriptive keywords as the category links that highly encourage search engines to pick up these links. And the top level category sits across the entire site, so search engines can always able to crawl the top level and down to other subcategories. And even when I click to the product page, you can still access to the existing category page or other related category page that provide excellent internal linking for SEO. And when you scroll to the bottom, you can see they also include the background that also helps search engines to understand how the page is structured. Although I think they should put the background at the top but not the bottom. So review your eStore site navigation and check these 3 things. Have you used popular and relevant keywords from your keyword research for each category on your site navigation? Have you used a clear hierarchy and ensure your shoppers can access to any page with no more than 3 clicks? Have you included useful backgrounds on your category and product page so to help your users to easy to navigate and also to help search engines to crawl? My bonus tip here is if you already have an existing categorization. So after you make any changes to a category, which may also change your category URL, you must set a redirection rule so that the old category will be automatically redirected to the new one with a 301 permanent redirection so that you won't lose any ranking or traffic. Hack number 3, on-page SEO for category page. Basically, your category page should aim to rank for fathead keywords or what I call mid-tail keywords with no more than 2 to 3 words. So there are lots of areas that you can optimize for a category page, but in this hack, I just want you to focus on 3 areas. First is your H1 header tag. An H1 header tag is an HTML tag that is used to describe the main topic for that page, and I can guarantee you every single time Google will crawl your H1 tag. And so make sure you use your target keyword in your H1. Second, the page title. So the page title is the most important element because Google uses it to display on the search result page. So make sure the keyword that you use in your page title aligns with your H1, because otherwise Google may rewrite your page title. And my tip here is to make it like a template, so all your category page title falls into the same patterns with dynamic keywords, so to make it more scalable and also easier to manage. Besides the target keyword that you must include in your category page title, you can also include secondary related keywords so to increase the reach. Third is to put an SEO optimizer copy on your category page. Your category page shouldn't just include products, but also copies with your target keyword and other related keywords so to increase the overall content relevance. Now let's take an example. Again, let's use this top ranked category page for the search term dining table. You can see it used the target keyword dining table in the H1 header tag. As for the page title, again, it puts the target keyword dining table first, then followed by secondary keywords modern, extendable, multifunctional, as we discover in the keyword research process to expand the reach. It also has a descriptive and engaging meta description, but since meta description is not really a direct ranking factors, it's not considered as a quick hack here, but definitely you should also spend time crafting a good template for your meta description. And now we also see it has a SEO optimizer copy that targets both user and search engines, where dining table is used in the first sentence and it used lots of descriptive related keywords to increase the content relevance. For example, durable, extendable, traditional, modern, popular color like black, white. So not just at the top, they also include copies at the bottom with internal links, where we will also talk more about in a second. Hack number 4, on-page SEO for product page. Just as I mentioned, your category page and product page are the two most important pages for e-commerce SEO. So when it comes to your product page, it should aim to rank for long tail keywords which are more specific with at least 3 to 5 words. Again, first are the H1 tag and page title. Just like for category page, you should include your primary target product keyword that you want to rank for. But don't worry it's too long tail, because the more descriptive the keyword, the better chance Google can differentiate that specific product from your other products and also from other search results. And it also helps to better match the user search query for potential conversion. And besides the product name, some other keywords that you can use like the product brand, key features, size, colors. For example, for this sectional silver product page, both in the H1 header tag and page title, the target keyword is very descriptive with how many pieces, key features. So when users are looking for a specific product like this, there is a higher chance Google can pick this up. So besides these two areas and other areas is to make sure you have unique product descriptions and images. And my tip here is do not keyword stuffing with your target keywords in your product description, but use related or what I call a thematic keywords to increase the content relevance. For example, again, in this case, seat cushion or right arm chase, they are the related or thematic keywords to support the target keyword. Another tip here is to use lists, table, or bullet point format for some key product highlights that Google loves and increase the chance of being shown as the rich results. Again, if you're getting stuck on what descriptive keywords to use, one of the best ways is always find similar products keywords on Amazon. Just simply search for similar products and get product keywords ideas from product filters or other product results. Hack number 5, add alt text to your product image. According to Google image search makes up over 62% of all searches on Google web search. You will be surprised that a lot of shoppers, they use Google image search to find the products they're looking for. And this is where the big opportunity comes in. So an alt text is the alternative text that is used to describe an image or any visual content. So it not only provides better accessibility to the users, but also give great content signals to search engines about your product image for higher search visibility. For example, for this silver product on IKEA, you can see for each product image shown, it puts a short description in the alt text with keywords like the brand, feature, color, material used. And the tip here is to make the alt text concise and be specific with use of different descriptive keywords so your product images have a higher chance to be shown on Google image search. Now, if I search for gray wood sofa chairs, that images, even is not exactly matching the search query, you can still see Google is showing the product images that will land to the exact same product page here. So make sure you add alt tags to all your key product images, and it can significantly increase the search visibility and so the traffic to your product pages. The last hack is to build in-content internal links. If you don't know what are internal links, they're the links that point to other pages under the same domain, which is your eStore. And by strategically putting more internal links on your high-ranked pages and pointing them to your category page or product page, it signals to search engines or Google that those pages are more important and so deserve higher visibility. The category links on your site navigation and background are also one of the internal link building tactics, and there are two more areas that you can add more internal links to boost your category or product page visibility. The first area is from your top ranked category pages, usually are your category page with high traffic, and you can easily identify them using Google Search Console or Web Analytics. And then you can put your subcategory links on these high-ranked category pages where they make sense, so to signal Google that those pages are of high importance and so to speed up the whole ranking process. For example, this dining table category page on IKEA, it puts internal links to other subcategory like dining sets, extendable tables. So think about what priority category pages that you want to boost and link them from your top ranked category page where they make the most sense. The second area is to put internal links in your blog content. If you don't have a blog for eStore, it may not apply to your case. But if you do, make sure you put internal links to category page or product page so to increase the page authority for these pages. For example, for this blog from the article store, it intentionally adds different product links to each feature products mentioned in the blog, so to boost up the ranking for those product pages. So besides products, I also highly recommend adding category links to boost up your category page ranking, as category page usually have a higher keyword ranking coverage than product page. My final tip here is make sure you use descriptive anchor tags for all your internal links, and also make sure you get at least 3 internal links for the category page or product page that you want to boost the ranking. E-commerce SEO is such a big topic, and there's still so many areas that you can optimize to get more traffic. But these are some of the quick hacks that you can immediately implement within your own control. And no matter what tactics that you use, the best strategies is always to start from your category page and product page, because that will make your e-commerce SEO efforts way more effective. If you have any question, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please also give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.